So, this ongoing abuse of taxpayers by the rich and shameless in their businesses has gone on long enough. The rich are laying off thousands of staff positions, fighting union development, refusing to pay a livable wage or give full-time positions, refuse to give health benefits, pensions, sick days, while their only concern is to their shareholders and making as much money with absolutely zero accountability. The rich and shameless are shared Mother Earth of her resources while producing hazardous material that they have zero responsibility for. This abuse of our shared earth has gone on long enough. It has gone on way longer than it should ever have. The neglect and abuse of our earth from these greedy industry conglomerates has gotten us to this very critical spot. We have two roads. One, continue doing things as we have allowed that is destroying our world. Or two, make the painful decision to change how we think in everything we do, and how we treat our world and the living life forms that inhabit her. We as a whole, the 99% of us, need to demand more from our governments and industry accountability. And for accountability to future generations, we have to demand that we move our entire system to a new sustainable one that will ensure our children have a future. This is the solution that my meditation gave me that sunny afternoon sitting on my deck. This is the system that will answer the bulk of our prayers for a sustainable future. This is the system that I'm asking people to learn about so that we can all be a part of the solution and not sit helpless and complain, ensuring our global destruction. I'm so honored to be bringing this system to the world. What system am I speaking of? Then how did it come about? How did I develop the Global Grain Democracy Initiative, or GGDI? I spent several years meditating for a better world for my children and others. I now understand that I have been meditating for years and never knew. During one of my meditations around 8 years ago, I had my questions answered when I had this system downloaded into my mind. This system is the exact opposite of our current one built on greed, corruption, hate, and destruction, and change to one built on equality, equity, and ethically build our system with the sole goal of everyone and everything being protected and sustainable. I was gifted with this reverse financial system that will change our world outcomes for generations to come. I figured out early on that in order for us to heal humanity and move our world to sustainability, we have to include all nations, developed and developing. But to heal us and build a new world, we have to build a system that is the exact opposite of the current one. We have to limit partnerships with countries who rule by autocratic means and communism, that we can't save humanity in our world and build a system that supports countries that violate their citizens' human rights and treat women and girls as property instead of human beings. These two philosophies do not match. They are like oil and water and are not compatible. In order to build this new world, we had to limit who we would support, and that only includes democratic nations who give girls and women equal rights. World survival depends on bringing all nations together. Then we need to lift up developing countries to heal our world. That inequality, poverty, and the acceptance of others to suffer is the rot that is destroying humanity, and the system I designed will change that landscape of the world for the better. In order to heal the world environmentally, we need to invest in a new and fair and equitable future for all. There are many benefits for developing countries, from cleaning up their countries, improve the health of both current and future generations, promote tourism in their country, provide them with service jobs, significantly reduce preventable diseases through the clean drinkable water initiatives, and this will increase their standards of living. The world is large, and in order to fix the crisis we are facing as a global community, it will take investing in many layers of our world. The environment has many different meanings to me. It means investing in our global environment, our physical, industrial layer, our human rights layer of equality for all, our cities or communities we live in, our neighborhoods we raise our families in, our work and home environments, and of course, our bodies themselves, and how each and every one of these environments impact the next. When referencing our bodies represent several different pieces of a whole. We have our spiritual, mental, physical, as well as all 5 senses: touch, sight, hearing, smell, and taste. In order for us as a humanity to become sustainable, each and every part of our environments needs to be invested into. The goal of this system is to invest in all different programming that will have a positive impact on humanity and the earth itself. I put a disclosure on the book that says, please read disclosure. I felt sharing that this is a very complex system was of the utmost importance. And I also realized that most people will not understand the maps, the diagrams, and that is okay. I'm asking people to read and watch at Sammy71 Earth YouTube videos for the descriptions, as it will describe and represent the intent of the system, which is to heal humanity and move our world to sustainability. Also, governments, 7Gens, First Nation people, research and development, industry, environmental advocates, young people will all be an important part of building and designing our new Earth. Collaboration will be of the utmost importance. We will only get out of this mess through collaboration with all people. Once 7Gens is established, I will hire people to make it easier to understand. This book is not a novel, it's a textbook or instruction manual of the solution to lift up humanity and move us to sustainability before it's too late. It is quite extensive and there is much wrong with our world, so please follow my YouTube channel at Sammy71 Earth to follow along to better understand how you can be the change. The beginning outlines what is wrong with our current system, what is wrong with humanity as a whole, and what we need to transition to. The book then goes through all the different programs and projects. The writing is very dry, repetitive, and boring, but the repetitiveness of the book was done by design, and that way no one can misinterpret the intent of the system and change it to work in the opposite of the original mission and design. This will ensure the moral integrity of the system remains intact, to treat everyone with respect and heal our shared Mother Earth at all costs. The end of the book summarizes the system, and you cannot skip chapters as every program or project is a means to an end. And remember, we all have a responsibility to our children to fix this mess with or without the current system support. We do this by supporting a nonprofit system that will save our world from the worst part of humans that is now impacting every person and every living life form on Earth. We do this by making it an election issue and having the 99% of society have a say in our shared Mother Earth and future. I'm asking you to open your mind and enter mine. Once I realized mankind needed saving from itself in order to save the Earth, I was able to figure out that saving the planet will require investing in people, because if we do not, we will self-destruct, because no amount of money can save humanity on its own. People are growing more hateful and destructive, and it is only getting worse.